Folks, Sam here. Quick update. I've been home for about a week, but I got to fly back out tonight. And then I'll be back for the youth deer season. I think I got 3 kids lined up that I'm going to let them take a 1.5-year-old buck or a doe here off Epic Acres. We got some pretty big does. So here's some things. This is the new field that we bought. We got, and that swamp. So it's 43 acres. Got things set up. We got the blind out there now. My dad's blind is right there. And he owns that property. So what we've done is I just purchased 2 acres from that all the way to there. So we got 2 acres. So whenever anything happens there and whatever, don't have to fight to get it. It's 2 acres. It's mine. It's going to be sectioned off, and then I never have to worry about anybody doing a thing. But here's the thing that we had. All summer long, we had 40 plus deer out in this field every day. They just did the last cutting a few weeks ago. It's actually grown quite a bit in the last 3 days, but we had no rain, so the deer really turned off of this alfalfa field. And then they moved over and just devastated my stuff across the road. I'll go show you that next. But anyhow, this is going to be a lot of big changes next year. We're going to get it sprayed here. We're going to go 100 feet of switchgrass all along that back field, that edge, all along here. So it'll be about 30 feet of really thick switchgrass. And then I'll do, as the border, and then I'll do 60 feet of dirty switchgrass where I can mix in some blue stem and not plant it as thick and give it a bedding area. So that's that. Let's go check out some other stuff so you guys get the update. This time I'll turn it off because some people always bitch about the driving. They're shaking and whatever. Doesn't matter what I do. Somebody always fucking bitches. But anyhow, we'll go over there. I'll show you what we got going on, what happened to the food plots, and yeah, hang on. Right here, real quick, I'll show you what we got with the pines. So that's the field edge there. So we bought basically 2 acres front to back. So it comes out to probably right about here. So we got probably 25 yards of land all the way down. So now I never have to worry about whoever gets this property in the future with my grandkids or anybody. We don't ever have to worry about somebody hunting the field edge. So we bought that. So, all right, over to the rest. All right. Not much going on over on Epic Acres 2, so we'll not even go over there. We'll do this up real quick. The chestnuts are coming along good. Apple trees, the fence blew down, the deer got in, they tore the shit out of my apple trees, but that is what it is. So we have this spot right here. We're getting this prepared. We're gonna be putting up a building next spring, probably a 35 by 80 metal building. So anyway, so right here, this field, this section right here, which is going to be orchard next year. We got cherry trees, peach trees, and stuff like that. So we got the metal piping it'll be 6-foot solid steel piping. It'll go all the way around the orchard. But anyways, so we didn't plant this with anything. We planted it this fall. We put in some brassicas, oats, rye, and wheat. And it's, as you can see, it's coming along good. This one did fairly well with the drought. The brassicas are still a little short, but it didn't get overbrowsed. So if you're going to fight a drought, or you're going to be a spot where you want to have some food plot and you can't babysit it, I highly recommend doing a little bit of brassica, rye, wheat, oats. Oh, and we put winter peas in here. Some of the peas are coming up, not many. You can see right here we got some. The drought hit them pretty hard, but the brassicas and everything, this is going to be a really good plot. Now let me go over here and show you Lesson learned. If you're going to put in a food plot and put an electric fence around it, put the fence up and turn it on the same day. So this field here, the fence is off now. We're packing it up. But we planted corn, soybeans, and peas. It took 2 days. Well, we let it grow up. It started getting grown up. We put the fence in, blah, blah, blah. But the deer have literally, very few of the corn have a top. They have chewed the top off of every corn stalk basically in here. And then the beans came up. And the beans did really well, but they foraged. Lucky we have forage beans. We got a few pods that are left over, but they ate the shit out of the beans. So we did come back in here and we overseeded it with some radishes and brassica, and them are very good. So we did the same plot up top, and I'll show you that. We got the electric fence on it and everything, and it worked really well. So the deer are in here, and it did okay. But like I said, I wish we'd have got the fence on, because once they learned how to jump the fence, it didn't matter if you turned it on or not. They were in it. Next field, hold on. This is the last field on the bottom of Epic Acres, the original. So we planted clover in here. We planted clover, and then we overseeded brassicas into it. And I know I got a lot of brassica on the farm, but I just really am trying to get the right mixture to make it happen. So what I wanted is, I didn't want the deer out here pounding the clover, and I don't mind them eating the brassica. But we got a lot of clover started. I mean, it's coming up pretty nice. The brassicas are really big on this one. So this is a low spot. You can see where the brassicas and everything are doing really good in here. And the clover right here is phenomenal. But this is a little bit lower. The ground's a little bit heavier. And it did really well. And as you see, you go that way, it gets to be less and less. But yeah, we didn't put it, no rye, none of that in this field. It's only clovers, brassicas. I mean, they're already pulling them up and chewing on the purple top turnips. You can come out here at night and they will, in the evening, they'll grab a mouthful and they'll just have all kinds of stuff hanging out of their mouth. So I think I got about 10 deer to come out and stay right here. It's actually weird because they kind of don't mix. So I got like 10 of them here. I got probably 5 or 6 that are there, and then I got 4 that pretty much stay down in them greens. But like I said, across the street, they cut the alfalfa. Last cutting, we didn't get no rain, so it couldn't keep up. So we have this. That field was overbrowsed with the corn and everything way in the beginning of the year, even when things were good. We hadn't planted the green field, and that's doing really well. This one's doing really well for the clover. Now let's go up to the top, and I'll show you the bad. Before we show you the bad, we'll show you more of the good. So, got some improvements on Epic Acres. We put a gazebo up, a grain bin gazebo. Grass is growing nicely around it. The goal is to make this area like family ground. You got beach over there for the kids, got the ponds, got the cane poles out, the kids can go fishing. This is gonna be our little cook area. It's pretty cool. This is an 18-foot gazebo. It's got one ring around the top, and we put a wall in the back. We're gonna put a 24-footer right there. We already got it. It got delivered yesterday. We'll get the concrete poured next year, but that'll be more of the sitting area. So that's an improvement. Move turtle log out to there, so that's good. here's something that really makes Epic Acres pretty friggin' cool. Come out here every day when I'm home. Fish food. Gotta feed my fish. So we got the dock all fixed up now. The ramp coming out to it. We got the fish feeder over there. But this is just supplemental. Shouldn't take them long. There they come. The gills are growing like crazy. They went from 3 inches to 6, 7 inches, a lot of them. Here they come. So yeah, we did 200 bluegills, 200 bluegills, 100 perch. So, oh, and 100 catfish. We don't ever see any of the catfish though. Getting to be a pretty good bunch there. Anyhow, I'll put the food away later. Let's go up and check the top food plots. Here we are, top of Epic Acres 1. So anyways, we got the switchgrass is doing fairly well. And we got all them strips in. And we got the 6 diversity pockets right there. We got trees, pine trees, thermal, all of that. Not much for food in there, but we're working on getting some browse. And then we have, this did a lot better. We got the fence up right away. It's down now. We got one more strand to pick up. But the fence did a lot better here, keeping the deer out. So we didn't plant the corn to get ears, although we did get some. They're pretty small. We planted it just, our biggest problem was getting the deer to come out of there, the neighbors, early enough. So now they come out of there, they venture across here, they get into here, and this is cover, and then we got the food plot and the stand over there. We'll show you that. But we did the same thing here. So we planted the corn. We just have let the deer in, but the beans, you know, they ate pretty much every leaf off the beans. But there's beans all down through here. Peas, again, didn't do very well. But we got a lot of pods and a lot of beans throughout this that'll give them, you know, something to browse on throughout the winter. Yeah, so like I said, that's what we did here. Worked out great. Next year, I think I'm going to switch the corn to sorghum. So I'll probably do sorghum and beans. Then we planted this, just overseeded this path here in Clover. And you see that's coming in nicely. So yeah, come out of the woods. We've got the diversity pockets. The switchgrass will be grown up the second year next year. It should be pretty tall. Come out of there, come here, Clover, munch, go into that. Should be good. But like I said, we got the fence up and everything on that right away. Didn't have a problem. Well, shoot over here to the other side. Hold on. All right, folks, here was the bad. So with a lot of the deer transitioning to the fall food, we had this food plot, and it was brassicas. That was going to be the spot. This was going to be, we've done so well with a lot of adverse conditions with brassicas. So we were like really excited for this plot. We ended up, like I said, they cut the alfalfa, the deer transitioned to fall, feeding, a lot of your summer grasses were gone, your summer browse was gone. We planted this, it came up good, and it got about 5 inches tall, and then we had 30 days, no rain. It did survive, but the deer had overbrowsed this so bad I thought we were going to lose it. I mean, it's looking a lot better right now. If you'd have been here a week ago, it was really bad. But if you look, you can see they've just chewed. They had chewed everything, was chewed down. Now it's grown up another inch or so in the last couple of days, maybe 2 inches. But it was looking bad. So I did come in here. I overseeded it with oats, forage oats, not regular oats, forage oats, which means once they get about that tall, if they nip on them, it doesn't kill the plant. And then we got perfect rain, all of that. So I do think that this is going to salvage, and it will be a great food plot come November. Hopefully it really picks up here in the next 2 weeks. We got the youth season. I'm going to get a kid in there and get him a nice close shot. So yeah, that was it. The bad part was, we lost that one food plot. We didn't really lose it. The deer stayed in it all summer, but they chewed the tops of that corn off, ate the beans. Lesson learned, get your electric fence up. We did the 2-dimensional fence or 3-dimensional fence. And I don't know if I'd ever do that again. We did it 1 year and it worked great. So what it is you put one strand here, then you put 2 strands in. Next year, we're just gonna go, I'll put it all the way around this, so I'm gonna protect this next year too. Any food plot I got next year, except for the clover plots, I'm going to protect with 5 strands of electric fence. I'm just not gonna deal with that. We're gonna have the irrigation hopefully next year. We got 1,600 feet of the poly pipe, so we can bring irrigation to all of these fields. And yeah, we're going to put a 5-strand electric fence up, make it 5 foot tall. Just not going to deal with it. So anyhow, I got to get going. Got to get ready. Melissa's taking me for a ride. Oh, son's a bitch. And we're going to go to the airport, and I'm going to get out of here. I'll be back in a couple weeks. See ya.